Was fucking good, bros. Happy fucking Friday to everyone. How we all doing? DJ Aiden MMA. How you doing, my guy? Is fucking Larry in the building? How we doing, bro? Sorry, I'm a bit late, guys. As you can hear from my throat, John Jones has been over again. White Knight Wanky. Perfect timing, considering what I just said. How you doing? Marab was tweaking at the 3-1 press up. I caught little glimpses of it. I think he's lost it. Yeah. He looked a little bit scared to me. I think we all know he's fucked. I haven't seen the whole thing though, so there's still a lot more to see. But Westy, unbelievably, I am, man. Yeah, I had a video I was supposed to release today. Recorded it yesterday with Jax. I could barely hear myself in the video. My throat's been pretty fucked, but I think I'm on the up and up. How you doing, though, Westy? Did you see the GOAT uploaded today? Which GOAT are we referring? Are you referring to yourself? How you doing, Piccolo? What's good, my guy? Voodoo for Ian Gary to pull out. Why do you want Ian Gary to pull out? Don't we want Ian Gary to get... If he pulls out, we don't get to see him get beaten up, which would be sad. I love this fight. I'm done associating with weirdos. Bismarck, I think you're making the right decision. I wonder what weirdo we're talking about in particular here. How you doing, Bismarck? Shout out to Bismarck MMA and his channel. Yeah, we had a little conversation about this before, didn't we? The thing is, yeah, I very rarely talk shit about people on here. I mean, that's not entirely true. But yeah, man, I just think there's it's been a long time coming for this guy. I actually think like I mean, Musical's video is currently hitting about 10K, I think, something like that. And I think it's our civil duty to have this pushed around to as many people as possible. Because hopefully something's done about this little cunt. Because he's gone too far on too many occasions. And we will get into that. I'm going to overthrow crossover MMA. Bro, that guy's putting the work in. Shout out to Paradox, the chat as well, though, guys. Paradox, have you put a link to your video just there? Apologies if I sound like I've been John Jones in the throat, but you know, it is what it is. Hang on a second, let me just check. Paradox, the chat. I need to check this out as soon as I can as well. Oh yeah, I'm checking this out 100%. Yeah, I mean the thing is, yeah, this is the issue, Bismarck. I'm glad you brought this up without me having to. I'm all for like dark humor as well. You know, people taking the piss, trolling a little bit. I'm all for that. Personally, I think it's funny. For me, there has to be lines drawn somewhere. I mean, the stuff I was unaware with the stuff and the stuff regarding on the liver MMA until I'd seen Musical's video. And by the way, for those of you who haven't seen the video, I've linked it in the description. How you doing? Mo? What's good, my brother? The on the liver stuff is the tip of the iceberg. And again, I'm all for like the thing is, yeah, I don't like when people use being on the edge or edgy humor as a means of getting away with things that they shouldn't be allowed to get away with. Grooming being the main thing, bullying being the main thing. It's those things that really fucking chap my balls. And this cunt's been getting away with it for a fucking long time. And like I said, I'm not about getting anybody cancelled usually. or getting anyone deplatformed or anything like that. This little cunt is dangerous. You know, it was actually one of those ones where I've been encouraging Musical to make this video for quite a while. I know it's something he was planning on doing. I have to be honest, like I don't know how you guys felt, but watching it made me feel pretty uncomfortable. Like I felt really bad in particular for I felt bad in particular for the YouTuber in question who Musical refers to as Coda. I don't want to expose the kid either because I've had interactions with the guy in the past as well, and you know his channel's obviously been doing really well. Um, I legit feel sorry for the kid because it must have been difficult. And Musical didn't put that video out lightly either, you know. But it had to be done. Um, the guy's a cunt. Frankie, can I please join Restream? I'm not doing any panel stuff today, but potentially tomorrow when the card goes live, I may potentially do tomorrow because we've got a few things in the work. But yeah, apologies, DJ Aiden. But I heard that I'm in the video, which pisses me off because I'm not associated with that guy. The thing is, yeah, you were mentioned in the video purely as somebody who is like an offshoot from his channel. He wasn't disparaging you in any way. 25K away or 25 away from 1K. It is, yeah, hopefully I can maintain it. Shout out to Musical as well, because he did give me a shout out as well, which helped get me a couple more. Yeah, like I said, he did mention your name, Bismarck, but it wasn't in any kind of disparaging way. The people he was going at more, he didn't go at you in any way. The people who he went at, or the three people he went at, in my view, YouTuber wise, were Eagle MMA, who's one of the biggest cunts I've ever seen in my life. Proper creep, that guy. Proper sucks Rigo off as well. He went after that cunt, who's, if anybody deserves it, that cunt does. Better MMA as well, who's another fucking bull guzzler. He's got Rigo's balls in his mouth in ways that is just first of all, that's another kid who's like cringy as fuck. But he's more self-aware of kind of what's going on. And he's somebody who actively goes about helping Rigo with his bullshit. And obviously you've got Rigo. So it's those three really. But it's more that you were mentioned as kind of somebody who was let's just say a younger guy who's been associated with Rigo's, the little Rigo verses, it's like to as Musical likes to, not just Musical, but many of us like to refer to it as. But he certainly didn't say anything negative about you. I swear it seems like the Rothschilds keep paying the UFC to rig fights so that my long shot. Yeah, they're after you, Larry. I keep saying, man, the it's a fucking betting scam, the whole thing. But it's never gonna stop me. Rigo watchers are not the enemy. Rigo and his circle are the enemy. That's precisely it. And it's pretty much those four. There's a couple of them who are sort of, there were a few in the video who I wasn't aware of. People like Douglas's memo. There are people who in the video, I've seen some of those people come in here from time to time, and I had no idea that they were part of that kind of like degenerate scumbaggery, which is exactly what it is. Yeah, the thing is with the on the liver stuff, I wasn't aware of that. I've been aware of what Rigo was doing for a long time, and it's more the way that he operates in the chats, the things that he says. And again, I need to reiterate this here: I'm all for edgy humor, but there has to be a line drawn. And I think when you're targeting and building up like a haram of very young, impressionable people in general, I'm not just talking about young boys. I'm talking about this should apply to young people in general. I think if you are I think if you're saying certain things or propagating certain things around a certain group of people, something needs to be done about you. And I'm fucking amazed. This is the thing to me. I've seen people get kicked off of YouTube for the stupidest reasons. swearing, bullying by saying calling somebody this or that. I got a community strike against my channel. Somebody in the comments came at me a couple of months ago. I remember talking about this live. The guy was going at me, and I basically said, shut up, um, fuck off, that kind of thing. And I got a community strike for being a bully, for responding to somebody who was coming at me, and yet this guy is allowed to operate with immunity when he's like I said, at the very least of what this guy is. I get that he part of his whole shtick is being edgy, but it seems to me that all of his edginess seems to stem from kind of grooming and bullying behavior, and frankly, noncy behavior. And something needs to be done about the little scrotum, because it sets a bad precedent if you let people like him get away with shit like that. And again, he's a cunt. And I get what you're saying, Bismarck, about the on the liver thing being the thing that pushed you over the edge. I'm glad there is something out there that got you there, and I'm glad that people like Musical and On the Liver are bringing this to people's attention, because it's fucking disgusting. And like I said, I'm glad you personally have reached the point. Again, but the thing is with Rigo, yeah, there are numerous things he's done that let's not forget that he was there are things that he's done that have been, let's just say, dubious to begin with, like doxing MMA Guru is something he's very, very well known for. Um yeah, Rigo's a fraud. I think like I haven't really seen too much of his content. I mostly get drawn to the, and I don't want to act like it's just Musical who has spoken about this. Musical's been on the side of the Angels in this respect for a long period of time. Like he's been actively trying to not shut this guy down, but to bring this to everyone's attention for a while now. And I get he's got his fanboys. People think he's part of me thinks that obviously he is trying to be edgy, but I don't get why it always has to be directed in a certain way. Like, why does it always have to be groomy and fucking noncy and from a bullying perspective? It all seems to be, and it seems to be him hiding under the guise of being edgy. I will only call someone a fucking weirdo if they have Rigo amount of it. This is the thing. It's not like again, I'm not somebody who talks shit about the platform in general. There are people that I've got problems with in the MMA community, but I don't tend to advertise my thoughts about people, because generally most of the people that I interact with are genuinely good people at the core. This cunt is not one of those people. It's just it is the way it is what it is. And I think that more people need to be the reason why I wanted to make this stream tonight is to hopefully most of the people that I'm subscribed or who subscribe to me are well aware of Musical and On the Liver anyway. But if it can spread to 1, 2, 3 more people just by doing this, and then it gets knocked on down the line, then it needs to be done. I think it's fair to assume that some of the Rigo fans are misled and don't see the patterns. Yeah, I mean, again, if you're somebody who watches Rigo's content and you just feel to yourself, well, the guy's just joking, blah, I get that. And I'm all for joking. I'm all for edgy jokes. I don't mind that. It's just the issue. It's like I said, the issue is he seems to be using that umbrella or guise of edgy to be a grooming little bully. He's what like you can't. That's one thing you can't blur the lines on. And we're talking about impressionable young people here that don't know any better. And that's exactly what Musical was trying to point out. And On the Liver was trying to point out, and others, you know. And personally, what I really want from this situation is, again, I don't know Rigo personally. I don't like him, but I think the main thing is that the cunt needs to be at the very least set on a path where he stops doing this kind of shit. Be edgy all you want, but you don't have to be fucking up people's you don't have to be fucking up people's, especially young kids. This is the issue that I have. I've got kids in it, and it just bothers me seeing people operate in the space like this with immunity. Now, if you like Rigo in any way, you're the problem and you're the freak. There is that view as well, and you're 100% right. You're 100% right. The guy is a cunt. There's no other way of putting it. Rigo is Shibasian from eBay. Shibasian. That sounds like a Rigo all, to be fair. I agree with them, you are. Man, you are a nice guy. I think, again, I personally feel that the reason why Musical is so upset about this and the reason why I'm so upset about this um, is having kids, man. It's like, honestly, it's your worst nightmare having people like that out there. That's the issue that I have with it. As a parent, it insults me on another level. Edgy humor is groomers' bread and butter. Constant grape jokes are creepy. That's the thing that I don't understand. Why does it always have to be grape jokes? It's always like, it's just like, I feel like, do I genuinely think that Rigo is a gay groomer? I mean, it's very possible. It's very possible, but I think what he's doing is, I think it's genuinely a power thing for him. He sees himself as like a minor YouTube celebrity that can get away with stuff, and he's a fucking cockroach. He's nothing. Seeing the way that him and I don't wanna understate as well. His little fucking, what's it, Boy Scout leader friend Eagle. I might hate Eagle MMA even more than I hate this cunt. I'll be real. They both need to get bad. How you doing, John Dong? What's good, my brother? I got tired of him coming into my streams and saying weird ghost shit, and being a gooner. I reckon he genuinely goes into he's going into your chats, mate, and he's whacking it off. I legit think that's what he's doing. I think this is sexual gratification for him. Bismarck, if you're still here, start a new channel, get away from those creeps. This is the thing. Bismarck, you know this as well. Like, in terms of the community that we've got cultivated here, you know you'll always have our support. And you're a very good content creator with enjoyable opinions. You're somebody who's, when you go live, I enjoy your lives as well. I mean, you don't have to go as far as creating a new channel. You just need to make it clear to these cunts. And again, you're older than the guys in question that we're talking about here, and I get the sense that you're a lot more aware. Yeah, just directly tell the cunt that you're not interested in. But again, it's your choice. You're pretty much an adult at this point. You're free to do it. I have mentioned to you in the past that this was coming, but I want to put my big belly on Rigo's head and absorb. He'd probably enjoy that. Here in Brazil, Rigo's nick is Chola. Greetings, Frankie chat. How you doing, Lane? What's good? Apologies if I sound a little bit fucked up. My throat is still not quite recovered. I thought that stopping all my vices would prevent me from getting sick, but that doesn't seem to be the case. The Francis, I wasn't even aware of the Francis's son video, but again, when it came out, because again, going through Musical's video, again, link in the description for that. Do subscribe to Musical MMA if you haven't. He's very, very close to 4K, and rightfully so. I didn't even. I mean, again, it's shit like that. The guy needs to get a slap at the very least. The fact that Frankie is faking. I thought we were boys, man. Don't exposing me like that, my guy. Yeah, man. My son again. My son has this really nasty habit of like sneezing in my face. He thinks it's funny. So it was a matter of time. I wish Thanos could snap Rigo. I feel you, bro. I think the guy deserves a match. The thing is, yeah, what's really funny about Rigo is his entire existence is centered around YouTube. And one day, this cunt is gonna get banned, and he's gonna have the motherfucking meltdown of all. It's like I've said this multiple times. Yeah, if I ever get kicked off YouTube for X, Y, and Z, I'll be disappointed, but I'll get on with my life. You know, um, this cunt will have the meltdown of all, the mother of all meltdowns, and it's overdue. Marab is gonna bully Umar badly. I think, man. Do you know what? Yeah, Umar's really Umar's really good. I can't believe that he beat Corey the way that he beat him. I think Umar's gonna do really well in that fight. Fuck, my belly's gonna pop. Giga Chad Frankie and Omega Virgin Rigo. Man, I hope he's a virgin because given what his target demographic is, you cut off your afro today. Don't say that. I love the emo version of No Chill. You inspired me, bro. Need to get myself a fucking lip ring as well. Fully dive in. How's it going, Grimy? What's good, my guy? Good to have you back. Um, yeah, I think Umar's gonna be. I think once Umar becomes champion, he's gonna remain there for a long time. I think he's seriously good. I think he's gonna. I think and Marab clearly looks worried. It's a good fight though. I had fajitas and red onions. Oh, that's a brutal combination. I think Umar is gonna, because the thing is that Umar's gonna be able to fuck with him. Umar's gonna be able to fuck with him in the grappling, and I think his striking is way better. I think he's the one guy in the division that can deal with Marab's style. Thoughts on Battle missing weight by 4 pounds. It's weird, man. But Battle's got a very weird body type. He looks fucking emaciated already. So I'm sure he tried to make the weight. It does worry me about my picks. I think Battle's really good. I think Battle's sensational, in fact. But it now makes me worried about my pick in general because it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It certainly brings things into question. I think Battle's I still think Battle's gonna win, but these weight misses always concern me. Yeah, good to. I'm pretty sure I've seen you in here once before, Grammy. I might be mistaken, but if it is your first time, very much welcome. Oh, Captain Refusio, how you doing, bro? I've done videos in the past with my G there. What's good, my man? I hope you're well. Shout out to your channel, Capitan Refusio. I'm definitely pronouncing that wrong. Apologies, my throat is fucked. Everyone is more skilled than Marab. Skill doesn't matter. Again, you're right. In most cases, that's true. But Umar's been rolling around and playing touch butt with the other daggy since he was probably 1 or 2 years old. So I think he's going to be able to hang. I'm very high on Umar. I don't think he ever deserved the Sandhagen fight, but once he got it and won, I've shut up now. It was the fight to make. How you doing, B7? What's up, my guy? Had to yeah, Lane. What picks have you got going? Because I've got one parlay done already, but you know, I've still got quite a. I'd like to do a few more because let's be real. Yeah, this is the last major card of the year to watch. Uh, so I'm gonna put a fair amount of money on this weekend. So I've only got one kind of down at the moment. I only had about £90 of it, and it's in free bets, bro. I don't know how you pull this shit off. Is this with another Is this another betting app that you're using? I'm curious. I need to get my hands on some of them free bets as well, man. I'm using Paddy Power, man, and they don't hook me up anymore. Fucking assholes. But I'm up on the year. I'm like nearly a grand up on the year in terms of betting. I mean, I'm no fucking Giuliano out here with my apparent 6 figures a year. but I do okay. Reyes, Pantoja, and Shavkat. I think you're gold for that. I'm a bit worried about Shavkat. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit. It's been that kind of year. Chased by Sub is a good one. He did beat him in a grappling contest with a calf slicer a couple of months ago. Dominated him, like took him down. Oh, Betfred. Yeah, Betfred's pretty good as well. Ilya is gonna destroy Islam. Long live the motherland. I wish that was the case. I think Ilya is amazing, but we've talked about. I think he's too small. Bet 10, get 50. Man, I fucking love the sound of that. I'm pretty sure I'm signed up to Betfair, but I haven't used it in a while. Chased by Sub is a really. I don't tend to do prop bets because it doesn't tend to work out that often, but it's a good way of boosting things. I got Gary by boring range strike and decision. This is the thing, Bismarck. It's been that kind of year. We like nothing would be, and we know what happens, boys. Here, whenever somebody has a guaranteed title shot, and then they give it up to fight somebody else, they always end up losing. I'm worried for Shavkat. And the thing is, for me, if you're gambling on that fight, I'm gonna be real. I don't think the odds are right. They've got Shavkat as like what, a minus 400, minus 375. You can't bet that. You just can't. Either you take the underdog in Gary, or stay away from it. Because I think I think the skill disparity between the two of them is not reflected in the odds. I like Smith over 2.5. I don't think that's bad. You're gonna be worried though the entire time. Gary, I don't hate Gary by decision as well. Again, we've only seen Shavkat go into the third round once, and Gary's gonna be approach. Like Gary's gonna be very cautious in his approach in this one. Joel Alvarez is really good as well. he's gonna knock Jakar is gonna get fucking battered. We've seen Joel Alvarez lose in the past. I think he got chinned once, but he is absolutely massive for the division. He's gonna fuck Jakar close up. I think that's as close to a. I don't like to use the word lock in MMA. Wesley, I'm feeling the same way. I actually might. I might stick a little bit of cheeky money on Gary because at plus 300, it's worth a shot. I agree with you, Larry, as well. I think Joel Alvarez is going to whoop his ass. Jakar close isn't bad, but Gary was trash against Neil. Shavkat will choke him. Gary was pretty choking. Was pretty bad against Neil, but he played it very very safe as well, though, which I don't think was the wrong thing to do. Because the thing is about Jeff Neal, yeah, Jeff Neal's a weird one. He can be very dangerous. He blows very hot and cold, so it's a risky one for me. Like I have a feeling for all the annoying things that Gary does, and Gary is an annoying cunt. Don't get me wrong. He's doing all the right things, by the way. Bringing his kid out, having Charles Oliveira in his corner. It's all very, very smart. It's even making me hate him less. Ian Gary is a very good fighter, and the odds do not reflect the disparity between the two of them. What are you promising me, bro? Shavkat will annihilate Gary. Bro, you're due an L. After all the shit talking you've done with Bilal and all of that, you deserve an L this year, and I hope you don't get it this time around. It annoys me when those prospects like Alvarez and Talbot get highlight KOs and then take M. I think it's the UFC's fault more than anything else. The UFC are obviously showing favoritism in some regards as well. I definitely think they're doing it with Talbot to some extent. Like even like who's Gene Silver fighting? He's fighting fucking Melsik Baldessarian. That's a fucking layup. And I don't even think Melsik's that bad, but he's gonna beat the fuck out of him. Yeah. Oh, how you doing, D Harv? What's good, my man? Well, what's happened with Rigo is people have finally got around to exposing the little scrote. There's a video I've put in the description with musical MMA. Do check it out. It's very fucking uncomfortable to watch, but it's really accurate. It kind of just highlights some of the noncy, groomy shit he's been getting away with over the years. So do check that out and subscribe to Musical as well. And also, On the Liver MMA is somebody who's been exposing it recently as well. How you doing, Kloss, my guy? What's good, man? You fucking legend. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a pre-fight breakdown tomorrow with Making the Walk MMA and Crossover MMA. So that will come. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream yet, but I know that JVD's doing one. He's doing a watch along, so I might jump on his as well. The Ilya and Max fight, rest in peace. I didn't realize you were such a big Max fan. You, I forgot that you don't like Ilya. Imagine Ribovich versus Joel Adver. Oh, that would be amazing. Ribovich is fucking legit as well. He's somebody that's impossible to ignore. Talbot should fight Adrian Yanez. He would kill Adrian Yanez. Adrian Yanez is not that good. He's got decent striking, don't get me wrong, or decent boxing, but he's already been fraud checked. I mean, Rob Font beat the absolute fuck out of him. So imagine what Talbot would do to him. Rigo does shoeies out of the shoes with lights in them. Yeah, while sitting in the back of his fucking ice cream truck. We all know he owns an ice cream truck. Not one that serves ice cream, if you know what I mean. The Rigo Mobile. For next week, you've got Tavares, Lima, Woodson, Alvarez, and Navas. That's a decent one. I might have to play that one myself. Chiesa, Durden, and Evloev. Lane, those are good picks as well. I like that. I think Chiesa. I originally picked Max Griffin to win, but I've gone back and had a little look at things. That guy's way too easy to take down, and that's Chiesa. I think Chiesa's dog shit, but that is his bread and butter, just smothering wrestling. So basically, Max Griffin's gonna have to catch him, and he could, but I think Chiesa's got the right toolkit to deal with him. I just closed on my house and started to move in. No one told me rugs were so yeah, man. Rugs are a fucking racket, bro. They're a racket. Funnily enough, I've only got one rug in my house. It's in the second living room upstairs. When I get to 1,000, man, I'll do a nice little house tour for you. I'll show you the whole gaff. Chiesa is a phenom. Chiesa is a homeless bum. Well, he looks like a homeless bum. And he weird fact about Michael Chiesa, he dicked down Juliana Pena, which I'm not sure if it lowers or hires him in my estimation. Pretty gross, whatever way you want to look at it. Yeah, Max Griffin has very bad takedown defense. That's what bothers me. I think if Chiesa spams him, which I'm expecting him to do, he should have a lot of success. Your entire house is tile. That can't be right. That's a mad one. Your entire house is a bathroom, yeah? Nobody is sub Tony in the first round. Yeah, but Bismarck, look at where Tony's at the moment. He was outstriking Tony before he got that as well. Lowest Pena, 100%. Pena's gross. I'm cheap, dude. I got all my furniture from a dumpster near me. Hey man, whatever works for you. We've got to cut corners out here from time to time when we're getting going. Fuck it. Pena is gross, Westy, you're right. I live in Florida. We love tile here. I forgot that about you. And Lane jumped in with the same thing. Oh, D Harv, yeah. The thing about curtains, yeah, you're not fucking about. When I first moved into my house about 2 years ago, I bought my house with fucking cold hard cash, mate. And I thought, first thing I wanted to do is get the blinds put in. Bro, for my entire house, I had to spend like $3,000 on blinds. I was stunned when I got sent the bill, but I had to shrug it off. When the guy gave me the quote, I was expecting him to say like $600-700 or something. I'm saying dollars, I mean pounds. Guy hit me with the 3 grand bill. Me, I was shocked. Yeah, what has happened to Jordan Levitt? My favorite beard. I have a feeling him and Chase Hooper are they're up to a bit of the old hide the salami. Those two. While we're on the subject of Rigo, man, Rigo just said he identifies as a Jack. He's jacking something. Tony versus Jordan Levitt. I would like to see Jordan Levitt back. I take the piss out of Jordan Levitt a little bit for being a bit fruity, but I actually kind of like him. I think he's cool. Too much sand for carpet. Florida's sandy. I did not realize that. But I can see why that would be a problem. Why not just get like by tile? Do you mean like lino-y as well? Or just like literal tiles over the entire house? I don't think I've ever seen that. But it does seem to be a Florida thing by the sounds of it. Yeah, curtains are fucking expensive as well. You're looking at a few grand. If you got like a reasonably big place as well, you're getting fucked. Jack in Brazil means another thing. Educate me. I'm assuming it is what I think it is. Finally got my house paid off. 7 years, 453K. That is fucking sweet, bro. Congratulations. Congratulations. I did a very well. I've never had a mortgage on this place, thankfully. I worked abroad for ages, and then just paid the house off in one go. I'm curious as well, Lane. I need to know thoughts on UFC 11. Outstanding card, stacked to the rafters. I'm glad that they're starting the year with a bang. I think it's brilliant. So you got Moicano and I'm glad that Moicano got the what's his name Dariush fight. I'm very happy about that because he deserves his fucking ranking boost or the potential to do it anyway. And then yeah, we've got obviously the main event and co-main event are fucking incredible. It's a great card. I haven't seen the entire thing yet, but it looks. Jack means grapist. There you go. That's right. Brazilians have some of the best insults out there as well. Rigo, how you doing, Hustle Bones? What's good? Lost Soul MMA. I'm gonna be honest here. With Lost Soul MMA, I don't like that fucking retarded cunt as well. I'm just gonna say it. Again, I don't want to sound like a bully. Do you know? I'm gonna take that back to some extent because he is a bit special. Is that fair to say? But I also think the guy's a bit of a bellend as well. I was subscribed to him to a little bit. I got sent to him by somebody. I can't remember who it was. It could have been Westy doing some charity work. The guy's kind of a dickhead as well, but he doesn't deserve to be taken advantage of. So he's another guy that I feel sorry for. And he is young as well. Young, dumb, and impressionable. Just like how our boy likes them. Rigo has Scoobs tied up in his basement. Scoobs is a guy that kind of comes up in here after. How you doing, Ulysses? Sorry, I just missed a message from yours a little bit earlier. Good to have you back, Ulysses. I hope you're well. I was originally the same as everyone picking Hill over Yeri, but I realized that Hill and Yeri have the exact same weaknesses. It's going to be a good fight. I think Hill's probably going to win just because he's slightly less autistic, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I want to see Yeri smash. Hill's annoying. Yeah, Ulysses. He's somebody I've seen a couple of times. It's good to have you back, my guy. Love the thumbnail. Thank you, Andy, my brother. How you doing, guy? Hope you're all right, G. Shout out to Andy B. Well over 200 subs now. Give the guy a watch. Just one of the boys. We love Andy B. Lost Soul belongs to Rigo. I'm afraid so. If this was prison, Lost Soul would be holding Rigo's pocket right about now. Hey, I saw, yeah, I saw that. You studies, I really, really appreciate it. Um, we're getting closer and closer. I think we're like 25 away from the magical number now. So I appreciate the support. Is Rigo gay? I think Rigo's confused. I think he's definitely the thing with Rigo. All the signs are there. You know, like the fake hardcore Christianity, but then the clearly Nazi predatory behavior with a specific demographic. I definitely think he's up to. I reckon he has his finger up his ass while he's watching these guys. That's what I suspect. And I shouldn't be propagating that kind of image in your minds, but we all know it's very likely. I'm not the only one who's thinking it. Yeah, Eagles gross as fuck as well. Yeah, do you know what, bro? Usually we've got we're building like quite a little bit of a nice community here. It was it did get a bit fucked up for a little while there, but it seems like the worst of that is over. Most of the people we've got in here are pretty cool now. And on the same, Rigo is a heretic. He is cunt. Rigo said he and Eagle would nibble on each other's ears when they fight. I mean, we all knew that is how it would go down. I I can't really decide who's worse out of the two of them, and we don't really need to. Let's just say they're both cunts and move on. But it's like I said, guys. Yeah, the reason why I think what musical's done is so important. This is not a clout chasing thing from musical at all. He wouldn't have put the time and effort into it for that reason. And I think he feels uncomfortable because we spoke about it a lot in detail as well. He didn't want to have to do it. Are you getting a cold as well, bro? Yeah, I've had one. I'm fuming. It's like my 10th cold of the year. Who are some smaller MMA YouTubers that you think deserve more attention? Um, Bismarck is somebody I think who deserves a lot of attention. I wouldn't call Paradox a small YouTuber. He's one of my favorites. JVD is somebody who I really like. JVD Media is somebody that I really have like close personal friendship with. These are the guys you should be looking out for. JVD Media, Paradox the Chad. Those are guys who should have much higher subscriber counts than they do. Rigo got maps vibes and you got serial vibes. What does that mean? Is that a bad thing? What are serial vibes? Before I agree with you, what do you mean? You, Bunny, and another guy I just met are the best small MMA channels in YouTube. Yeah, my MMA, my YouTube channel is minuscule. I don't really put a lot of effort into what I'm doing. Sadly, can't be fucked. But yeah, I appreciate you being here. Oh, Fight Fairy. Yeah, Fight Fairy is fucking. Don't get me started on her. Do not get me started on that, dude. How you doing, baby Tony? Good to have you back, bro. Um. So yeah, like I said, I implore all of you, check out Musical MMA's video on this Rigo issue, and more importantly, share it, comment on it, do anything you can to push it around the stratosphere, because I do think it's something that could be instrumental in eradicating this little cockroach of a cunt. Do you agree with Juneteenth's new slogan being hot? Oh wait, fuck you, Sniff. I ain't falling for that. Do you find Fight Fairy attractive? Do I look like Rigo? Don't answer that. I'm not into dudes, bro. Sorry. I know I've probably shattered your dreams there. I am not a sausage enthusiast, I'm afraid. Lane, Rigo just said Kennedy looks so juicy, and then these. I mean, that's the thing. If he wants to talk about an older gentleman being juicy, that's all on him. I've got nothing about him. I've got nothing against people loving a sausage. It's just be age appropriate. You know what I mean? Confidence on Garimbo. Because he's fighting Luke, I have reasonable confidence, but I don't think Garimbo is very good. I wouldn't be betting on him. Oh, hang on a second. Ulysses. 1 second, bro. I'm really sorry, Ulysses. I didn't realize you had a channel, bro. Hang on a second. Maybe I do know this. If I'm not, bro, I need to subscribe to my bro. You've got double the subscribers I do. Shout out to you, sir. I am also subscribed. Let's get Ulysses in there as well. My guy. Apologies, bro. I had no idea. I would have shouted you out way earlier. By the way, I know musical doesn't come in here as much anymore, and I wish he did. Shout out to him for shouting out the channel as well. What a fucking boy. What about the wolf cut? Sometimes looks nice. Yeah, it's a good point. Did you see my channel comment earlier? I didn't. I haven't gone through my stuff recently. I've been trying. Like I said, I've been so fucked up. Shout out to you, Ulysses. I'm really sorry for pronouncing that badly. I want to say Ulysses, but I'm assuming that's not how you want it pronounced based on the spelling. Um, bro, my throat. Like I said, I feel like I've been John Jones in the fucking neck, mate. But I've got through the worst of it. I've got through the worst of it. Ulysses, I've seen you in the Rigo streaming. Are you a fan? Um, I assuming he's looking out like the rest of us. You didn't hear about what happened to Bo? No. Unless we're thinking about the same incident. I'm not sure. All the smoke MMA. You son of a bitch, Sniff. I hop around chat. I've never been in a Rigo live chat. And I've maybe seen a minute or two of. Again, I'm not knocking the guy as a content creator. I mean, I haven't seen any of his content to say whether or not he's any good or not. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. What I want to see in 2025, I want to see John Jones crying, and preferably in jail. And I want to see Rigo exterminated like the cockroach that he is. That's what I'm hoping for. That's on my wish list for 2025. And yes, subscribe to fucking Sniff. Sniff is my guy. Let me pin that real quick. Hang on a second, bro. But again, if you are new in here, please make sure that you subscribe and get over to Musical MMA and watch that video. It is very, very uncomfortable, but I think it kind of puts everything in no doubt as to what we're dealing with that little scrotum. Rigo could. The thing is, yeah, that's what I first thought he was about. I thought he was a little bit of a contrarian and just somebody who was saying controversial things for clout. And I think some of it is true, but he's also, again, I don't get why it has to be groomy and again, this is not me calling out gay dudes. I do think he is gay, by the way. But so y'all ever talk? We do talk MMA. We do talk MMA quite a bit. This is a bit of a special just because I felt like it was necessary to discuss this little. We talk about everything in here. Hustle Bones. Nothing is off the table. Where are you from, Frankie? I'm actually originally Irish, but I grew up in London. So I'm from Cork City. Grew up there. Well, not grew up there, but I was born there. We moved over here when I was 1, hence why I sound like a faggot. And then I went back to Ireland when I was 8 and lived there for a couple of years. And then, but yeah, I'm basically Irish descent, but grew up in England. To be honest, I just unsubscribed from Rigo. I was bummed out because Rigo and I. How you doing, Cayman Rider? I haven't seen you in here for a while. The thing is, bro, like it's like I said, I have solid convos, but I'm not about that. I just think again, it's the Rigo is Curly Eagle. Mo and Soul is Larry. That's a fucking sick one, bro. Yeah, again, I'm not about getting people cancelled or going. By the way, guys, just a reminder, if you are new in here or you've just come in, not new in here, but if you just popped in, please like the stream. I'd really appreciate that. I'd like to try and we've got 30 people in here now. So if I could get like around about the same in likes, that'd be really sweet. Yeah, no, hustle. We talk about all kind of things in here. I'll be honest with you, it can get a little bit one note in here. We judge women quite a lot in here, which is I'm not too proud of. We do that quite a lot. But we mostly talk about MMA. We've talked about movies in the past, games. We talked about books, music. Everything comes up. So you're more than welcome. I'm a quarter Irish, Welsh, British, and native. Quite the combo, bro. I bet you're gorgeous, mate. With that combo, Rigo gives me, if you're fucked up with the boys, nothing wrong with sucking one off to be edgy vibes, bro. That's exactly it. I do think he's again. I think what Rigo needs to do is he needs to just come out and say I'm gay, and I think he'll feel better, and I think he can finally move on and get on with his life. And again, there's nothing wrong with being gay. It's not my flavor it's not my flavor, but again, women are gay. They're annoying. No offense, women, but you're gay. Fair play. Frankie, do you like to drink? Man, I used to be bang on it, mate. I've kind of knocked it on the head as of recently, you know. I will in the future occasionally drink on occasion, but like, yeah, I used to love drinking. I'm Irish, bro. Fucking, I was down for it. Loved it. But yeah, I'm a lot more health conscious now. I'm trying to keep myself, you know, maybe on the straight and narrow is not the right way of putting it, but yeah. I used to do Ulysses. I used to do drunk alongs. If you go back and watch my old like watch alongs, I used to get fucked up and just do like I'm literally afraid to go back and watch those streams because I've done some mad shit. Frankie is the cool Illuminati member. Thank you, Sniff. You have to have a Crimbo drinky. Yeah, it's very, very likely. Like I said, bro, I'm gonna get down to you at some point. I know that Brutally has been pretty busy with his he's been pretty busy with his work schedule and stuff, but we've talked about getting down there. I know you've got some Christmas videos planned as well. So we'll get down there. What am I talking about? Accidentally outed you there for a second. My bad, bro. But yeah, we're gonna get down there at some point. Fritz sniffs. You have a good sense of smell from sniffing. Excellent question from Baby Tony. I pretend to not know sniff. It's all like I said, I'm very careful about what I say around here. You know. Yeah, I'm kind of interested to know what people think about Marab and Umar. I think a lot of people are writing Umar off, but I kind of am a little bit as well. Baby Tony, are you really a baby? Oh, fuck me. I've watched this dude drink Prime Energy and some fucking alcohol. Glad those days are done. Yeah, the old proper Prime. That's a combination I never want to go back to. See, Cayman Rider. This is again. This is one of Rigo's tactics, and it is brought up in Musical's video quite a bit. He uses the whole like raiding and you know as a way of getting people to allow him to get away with some of his degenerate behavior. No, sorry, I meant a lot of people are writing Marab off. My bad. I think Umar's going to smash him as well. I think Umar's the best in the division. Literally, Marab can't do anything to Umar. I couldn't agree more. I think Umar's going to very easily be able to negate the wrestling side of it, and I think his striking is way better. Umar's one of those new age Dagestanis that's a genuine problem, and one that I can get behind because it's not just all smothering wrestling, and The guy's striking's actually amazing as well. Like himself and Usman Nurmagomedov, who's over in Bellator. He's the current lightweight champion. Those guys are the ones you need to be looking out for. Him and Umar are potentially the scariest because they've got really amazing grappling, but their striking's crisp as well. So once Umar gets that belt, he's going to be very difficult to get off it. Chris Barnett sitting on the outside of the cage looking sad because he's too fat was the funniest thing for me. There's been so many funny moments. The thing is, though, yeah, now that you mention it, and my brain is like fucking sawdust today. I think that the few incidences of people running away in the cage were quite funny to me. Most people can negate the Marab takedown, but can you negate the gay? It's a very, very poignant question there. I think Umar is a terrible stylistic matchup for Marab, and I think Marab knows it. But again, you could get Marab, just pushing him up against the cage, 100%. Hell yeah, Usman's going to be better than Islam by the time he hits the UFC. I don't think he's ever going to go to the UFC. The only reason he's in Bellator is because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to be in the same division as He doesn't want to be in the same division as Islam. The Dagestanis in that little camp are very, very careful. Well, yeah, what's going on with that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? OnlyFans slut that Dana White keeps parading around. Who is that bitch? What is he doing? I mean, it is very on brand for Power Slap. You get a little OnlyFans fought, you wheel her around in a little suitcase. First of all, I don't know who that bitch is. I know Dana's blatantly tapping that, by the way. I've made Power Slap videos in the past, and they were some of my favorite to make. The lump on my head needs feeding. Be right back. See you in a bit, Tony. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Ikram getting smoked by Whitaker after being hyped up as a Dark Horse champion was hilarious. I never thought Ikram was that good. Yeah, the suitcase bitch. Who the fuck is that bitch? Who that bitch? Right, but by the time it'll be like Islam timed it when I think you might be right. I genuinely think Hustle. I legit think that with Islam, I think he's gonna have 2 or 3 more fights and then he's gonna fuck off. I would love to see Usman Nurmagomedov in the UFC. I think he's outstanding. He's way too good for Bellator. But also, he got caught for PED cheating as well. So can't hate Dana, to be honest. Yeah, he's evil, but he's like a necessary evil. I enjoy Dana generally. The only thing that bothers me about Dana White in general was just the fighter pay stuff. I think it's pretty disgusting, but outside of that, he's pretty funny. I'm so stoked for Ronan's next live stream. I was waiting for you to glaze that fucker. If you could swap lives with Dana White, would you? That's a good question. I'd have to say no. I can understand why people would. It's more because of his age. Take it easy, Andy B. Shout out to you and your channel. Hope you're well, bro. I'll be looking out for more of your content as well. Hopefully, I'll see you hanging around tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Always love Andy B. I hope you're well. That slut Jelly Bean. Just wait until we have scratch and sniff screens. I bet that horse smells bad. Who the fuck is she? I'm assuming she's an OnlyFans thought, right? If Sarukian, I don't think Sarukian can do it. Ronan is a lumen. I see you're covering your bases, Sniff. You're really desperate to get in, aren't you? I haven't seen Ronan at any of the meetings. Yeah, I think Dana's how old? I think Dana might be about. I think he's in his early 50s, right? He's 55 years old. Yeah, man. Again, that's 15 years older than I am now. I wouldn't give up 15 years of potential life for what he has to go through. If I could remain my age, damn right I probably would, but yeah. Oh, she's the OnlyFans girl that smashes exotic cars for attention. Fuck me. It's a very weird. Benil and Moicano fighting is crazy. How almost every top right rank. Yeah, it's bizarre. I was hoping that they did Moicano and Paddy, but they must have had reasons to go in a different direction. It's a strange one. I think Benny will beat Moicano. It's not a bad take. Benil Dariush is a weird one. I know he's been starched out in his last two, but I expect Moicano to get it done because he's been more active. He's got a better chin, and he can do everything that Benny can do, but a little bit better. But it's not a terrible take. Dana has been to the oh mate, he definitely has. He's Dana's definitely Dana has fucked every piece of ass that's ever walked into that company, and I mean every single one, Werner Jandaroba included. He's definitely deep dicked Werner. He probably put a paper bag on her head, but he's definitely fucked her. All the ring girls, everyone. You know Dana be getting it in like that. And fair play. It is what it is. I would probably do the same thing. Allegedly. Yeah, I think it's a very fair assumption that he's on that list. Frankie, do you think tip boxing would get more views than Power Slap? Are you fucking kidding me? That's a man's ultimate dream. To be able to watch fighting and to be able to whack one out at the same time. I'm amazed somebody hasn't tried to do it. Yeah, bro, even Werner. Just because you can. That's how I went in that he fucking nutted in the wrong direction. I remember Dana's mom saying he's not a good guy. She seems like a fucking scumbag as well, though. So it might be 6 of 1.5. She looks like a typical dragon lady parent. She looks like a scumbag as well. I mean, Dana does roll scumbag, but does roll scummy. But let's be real, wouldn't we all? Moicano's gonna win, but I hate the matchup. The only reason why I like it is because it's a good matchup for Moicano, and it gets Moicano back. It gets Moicano a ranking spot that he deserves when he does win. Moicano should already be above Dariush, but it makes him undeniable. Dana and Brendan Sharp are apparently Eskimo bros from Ronda. It's undeniable. They definitely. I mean, Ronda definitely got passed around a little bit. But again, imagine the pillow talk from that cunt. Jesus Christ. I don't understand why Kron Gracie's getting another fight, but I'm kind of happy because I quite like I quite like Bryce Mitchell, and I'm happy that he's going to get a layup because I thought that guy was dead after his last fight. Did he get it from his mama? He got something from his mama. She comes across as proper fucked up. I'll put it that way. She's an horrible cunt. So 6 of 1.5. It's people in glass houses. Moicano doesn't have the power to sleep Benny. However, saying that, if Benny gets slept by, look what Moicano did to BSD, and I know that BSD is not amazing, but he beat the fucking brakes out of him. I'm confident that he can do the same to Dariush, and his jiu-jitsu is actually good. So I think it's a good fight for Moicano, and like I said, it's on an already stacked card. So total bouts ending by submission over 1.5. That's a good one. So you're only 2 fights have to end in a submission, bro. I like that one. I can't get bets like that on the app that I use though, because I'd be all over that. That sounds right up my alley, sir. I love that. Bryce Finn the flattened Kron like the Kron Gracie is fucking dog shit. Man, I like Benny, but he's not athletically gifted, unfortunately, so he has to rely on timing. But Neil Dariush managed to convince me for a little while that he might be Islam. I can't believe I picked him against uh Charles Oliveira as well. I must have been out of my fucking mind. Larry, where are you getting that? That sounds very feasible. Yeah, Larry, what are you using to bet, mate? I need to know. I'm Rigo curious about that. Yeah, Ulysses, we're all fucking Ulysses, I'm going to be checking out your content as well. 100%. Has Arman got a shot? I do believe he does. The reason why I think he does is because Islam's performance against Dustin Poirier. I know he won that fight pretty clearly, but it was way too close for my mind. Poirier is finished, and he managed to make it relatively close by just sort of staying in there. Arman is very good. I think he's got a chance. I reckon that fight goes to decision, and it's going to be one of those contentious ones. I give Arman a great shot. Bet US. Let me check this out, man. Paradox, I think we might have a new home. Bet US. Oh, yep. Let's have a gander at this. I'm assuming you can't bet on it in the UK, but there might be some loopholes around that. Use a VPN or whatever. Bet US also has UFC total bouts that will end in one round. Overs. What? So you're saying so you only need one fight to end in round one. Bloody hell. Arman is secretly Mr. Steal Your Girl. Yeah, he looks like he might be a sly dick slinger as well, the cunt. Do you know what? Yeah, I was convinced that Pantoja was gonna win this entire time. Um Asakura looks massive. They're massive. Actually, Paradox, you know what? Yeah, we might be able to sort this out because my daughter has an American address. So maybe DM me, bro. Maybe we can sort something out. I'm down. Fuck off. Poirier isn't finished. He was born finished, you piece of shit. Sorry, came out a little bit too harsh there. Fuck you and your Dustin Poirier teabagging, you scumbag. I don't like that you love that cunt so much. It's weird. You need to sort your shit out. Though they are fucking steals, Larry. They sound great. I could never put money on Gary though. I'm very tempted. Islam barely beat Wash Poirier. Ahmed, I agree with Bismarck. Again, it's applying that bad MMA math again, isn't it? Asakura has a massive head and neck. Hustle Bones, I am 40. I turned 40 this year. I forgot that you're new in here. Yeah, I'm literally 40. I turned 40 in October. I've got a 21-year-old daughter. I'm an old. You see when I move my head like that, ball bag right there, mate. The lines are there. Sniff, have you ever stole someone's girl? Girl, I have. Yeah, Westy. Westy's got a reputation for at least attempting to do it. Asakura is a bantamweight. I can't believe he's made the cut. Yeah, and he looks fantastic as well. He looks fucking fantastic. He's massive. The only thing that worries me about Kai Asakura, and the reason why I didn't pick him is if you look at a lot of his wins in Ryzen, they're from like stomps and like soccer kicks and shit like that. Which obviously you can't do in the UFC. And there's certain elbows and shit you're not allowed to do. Wasn't any kidnapping. I wasn't implying that, but now that you've said that, I'm slightly concerned, bro. Who am I kidding? I'm not concerned in the slightest. Islam is great, but his dominance is extremely overrated. Islam is gonna, as long as he stays at lightweight, he's gonna be fine because he's too big and strong for that division. He's too well drilled. In order for Islam to lose, he needs to get caught with a Hail Mary, like he did in the fight that he lost when he got head kicked. That's the only way to beat that guy. And the thing is, the longer he goes on, the better he's getting at avoiding that. No way, bro. You look 15. I really appreciate that. I've got like a 21-year-old daughter, an 18-year-old son, a 16-year-old daughter, and a 4-year-old son. So I've been whacking the kids out, bro. Old as fuck. People forget Brian Battle is a scrappler. I like him by submission as well. I think he uses that. I think he's going to use that to really good effect against Randy Brown, who is susceptible to being taken down. Quick reminder to everyone here: if you don't mind hitting just like fingering that fucking like button, I'd really appreciate that. She was almost 2 years older. The thing is, bro, yeah, I'm Westy. I was obviously joking, yeah. Um, I always think the person who's cheating is the one who's to blame, not the person who is the third factor, if you know what I'm saying. So if you were fucking a girl who was with somebody else, that's on the girl. It's not on you, in my opinion. It uses that real oil of Olay from Japan. Do you mean jizz? Do you mean Japanese jizz? I don't reveal my secrets. It's Japanese Jill. Yeah, that sounded really bad, Hustle. I wish I could take that back. I didn't phrase that correctly. I think all this Rigo talk has got to my brain. I appreciate that, Hustle Bones. Thank you for stopping by, man. I hope to see you again. This has been a pretty low-key, chill one. You know how it be, but really glad to have you here, man. Thank you for stopping by. And thanks for contributing to the conversation. And I hope to see you again. It was the third. Do you mean bird? I have a dark feeling that this card is going to be extremely boring despite the hype. You might be right, Bismarck. The only reason why I'm okay with it is because at least this card answers a lot of questions. We're gonna get a clear welterweight number one contender. We're gonna get a clear next person who could be fighting Tom Aspinall, which is very, very important. So questions are going to be answered. So I think even if the card does stink, at least the results are going to mean something. They'll matter. Bukkake in a jar. I mean, be honest, Sniff, yeah. If you knew Bukkake in a jar worked, you'd fucking do it too. So let's not pretend. Let's not pretend out here, can't. Crystal might be. What do you mean Crystal might be gone? What do you mean Crystal might be gone? Do you mean gone as in gone? Please don't say that. Bro, the UFC brain rot in 5 years is going to be so bad. I'm already there. I know Crystal's been quite unwell. I need to shout her again. The last time I heard from Crystal was a couple of days ago. Which is now you're worrying me, sir. I hate that Gon or Volkov have to lose. I don't mind Gon losing. He's French. Fuck him. I really hope Volkov beats him. I like Volkov a lot. Old Japanese lady at herbal store tells Frankie, "You'll take this ancient bukkake and jar and use every night." Why did I do that in an accent? No regrets. I think doesn't I don't know if this is confirmed or not. I think Crystal is seriously unwell. You're a Gon cell. Fair enough. I don't Gon's a skilled fighter. Yeah, D-Hov, ITP is I think he's taken some time off. I don't know if you heard about this ITP. He lost a family member of his recently. A cousin of his. Committed S. What self-deleted. I'm gonna be very careful of the way that I say this on here. But yeah. That's why ITP hasn't been around for a little while. I think he's just getting himself back in the right mental headspace, and it might take him a little bit of time. I have messaged him occasionally just to see how he's doing because I've got him on Discord. She wasn't on Discord. I know she just got home. Has anybody messaged her recently? We need to find out what's going on with her. She wasn't on Discord. When's the last time she was on there? Yeah, D-Hov, it was really bad. I think he came online. He briefly came online 2 days after it happened, and then like so just to keep everyone up to scratch. And I think he put out a community post mentioning it as well. Um, but yeah, he's going through some rough stuff. So next time you talk to him, just a nice message his way, I'm sure would be really appreciated. I know you're somebody who's very active in his chats as well, so I'm sure he'd appreciate that. Garn is a nice, chill guy and very underrated. Garn is a nice bloke. The only thing that bothers me about Garn is the ducking narrative that he's trying to propagate. Like when he was in the position in the UFC that he was in, he refused to fight guys like Tom and Curtis Blades who were offered to him. Um, and now that the roles are reversed, you know, I haven't heard from Crystal in 2 days. It's been about the same for me. I'm concerned about her as well. I love Crystal. And I haven't seen her. I DM'd her saying, be alive or you're gay. She'll appreciate that. Yeah, I am very worried about her. Because I think she mentioned, now again, I might be misquoting her and I don't wanna sound like a harbinger of doom here. I believe she mentioned in a chat that she has cancer. I believe she mentioned it. And the thing is that I couldn't outright come out and ask her about that. I think Westy, you and I were talking about it privately at some point as well. Again, I could be mistaken about that, but I know she does have some serious health issues. So if you see Crystal Miller, I'm going to do the very same thing now. I'm going to shout her out and just see if she's okay because, again, I'm not 100% sure about the, actually, yeah, oh, yeah, the last time I heard from her was like 5 days ago. I'm going to give her a shout. The John Jones fight was pathetic, not going to lie. It was always going to be. It was awful to watch. Yeah, I think Garn got taken by surprise a little bit. I think he was expecting to have a striking match with him and just got caught off guard. It doesn't excuse it, but you know, it was a bad look for Garn. But I think it's again, Garn has not been doing MMA for that long. I think it's been 4 or 5 years, something like that, that he's been a pro. Not a long time. Jones has been doing this for hundreds of years. Garn wasn't nice when he threw the fight versus Jones. Yeah, it was all right for me, man. I bet on John Jones that night. I got John Jones at even money, believe it or not. I made a fucking killing that night. I think I had him in a parlay and I did like a straight up, just bam. Top 5 races. What do you mean by races, sir? Do you mean the races? How many races are there? That might be the most stupid thing I've said on here, which is saying something. Just texted her by actual phone number. She has read receipts, no response. I think hopefully her husband will get back to us if something has gone down and she's gone back into hospital, or God forbid worse. We know what the top 5 races are, no chill. We know what number 1 is. White and wrong. By the way, no chill. Are you doing a watch along tomorrow? I haven't seen you go live for a little while. I'm looking forward to seeing you. By the way, this isn't the real no chill. This is Hank the Tank on an alt. You fucking got me, bro. It wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. Isn't Hank live now? Maybe I'm incorrect about that. I haven't been on one of Hank's lives in a little while. I always time it really badly. Hank usually live streams when I'm sleeping, which is unfortunate. I do love me some Hank the Tank. But yeah, let's keep badgering Crystal a bit. Yes, you're going live. Fucking sweet. In that case, I'm not gonna go live myself. I'm just gonna join in on your one and just watch along and enjoy the card. Because I think are you doing a panel by any chance? No chill. Are you inviting anyone on? Remain hopeful. Yeah, I think that's what you do. Let's just have her in our prayers. Do you think ITP is coming back? He is going to come back. I DM'd him a couple of days ago. He messaged me back. He appears to be just taking a little bit of time, and then he will come back. Westy, can you put Scoobs into the chat real quick? Maybe we can give Scoobs a raid, because like I said, I mean, my plan was to stay on here for several hours. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning now, but I am worried about the longevity of my throat. Could you send Scoobs's link in the chat? Giuliano is also live. 4 people watching. That's unusual. That's very unusual. That's very unusual, our kid. Let's have a look. Am I subscribed to Scoobs? I'm not even sure if I am. Oh, Scoobs. I like Scoobs a lot. He's a really nice kid as well. So was Scoobs what do you call it? Confederate MMA. Is that the same person? I might be incorrect about that. Let's have a moment of prayer for Crystal Miller. Yeah, let's please do that. No trolling at all. I really love Crystal Miller. Speak it, believe it, receive it for Crystal. 100%. Yeah, I hope Crystal's all right. I'm genuinely worried about her now, because it's not like her to be out of contact for this amount of time. We thought Scoobs is Scoobs and Confederate MMA the same? They're the same. Frankie, you're a night owl. I kind of have to be, because I've got a really young kid who's like 4 years old. I really like Scoobs. Maybe why don't we give Scoobs a raid? How about if I head off, we head over to Scoobs and we show that guy some love, because he's a really good guy. Shout out to you, Bismarck MMA. Thanks for stopping by. Shout out to of course everyone who's turned up today. I really appreciate it. Sorry for the brief one, and the it's just like I said, I am a bit unwell. I will be on tomorrow before the UFC cards. So yeah, Crystal is definitely not all right. That fucking worries me, man. I'm gonna have to give her a shout. Scoobs is the most autistic I've ever seen. Kind of. I like him though. He's a nice kid. He's a really nice kid. I like him. Yeah, so either raid Giuliano, or yeah, maybe raid Giuliano. But I think Giuliano's doing pretty well in the sub department as well. I mean, it's entirely up to you guys. Throw up a sub to Scoobs maybe, and get over to Giuliano. You're very welcome, Westy. I'll see you tomorrow for I'm going to be doing a live with Making the Walk and Crossover to do a quick breakdown of tomorrow's card. He's literally autistic. He has mentioned that. Yeah, I know it's not a taking the piss thing. That's not really what we do around here, but yeah. Lane, I appreciate you. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by on Friday. Again, sorry for the brief stream. I don't think my throat can really take much more. So I'm gonna save it a little bit. I'll be on tomorrow early. So I think it would be like 1:30 US time. Something like that, 1:30 in the afternoon. So look out for that. And please, everyone, give your prayers for Crystal Miller. Hopefully she's all right. And if anyone manages to get in contact with her, let us know in the Discord. Much love to all of you. So Eastern, it will be 1:30 in the afternoon, I think, Ulysses, around that time. But you should get a notification. I'm gonna set it up soon, guys. Love all of you. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight, and for hanging out so late. Hopefully she's just resting and recovering. That's what I'm hoping for as well. No, chill. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll probably, if you're not doing any panels or anything, I'll definitely be in your chat, bro. Take it easy, guys. Much love to all of you. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Yeah, blessings to all of you. Take it easy.